Alright, man. Today I want to talk about some, I guess, just bogus, disappointing news. What's up? Hope you guys had a happy Easter. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Monday at the time you guys are watching this. And today I want to talk about a lot of stuff that I missed over the past week or so. You know, sometimes I kind of just do these like weekly update kind of videos without calling them that because, you know, there's not enough daily content for Call of Duty titles nowadays. So, it's time to, you know, kick it into like weekly form, at least until Modern Warfare 2 drops. I am aware that, you know, it affects my views, it affects my subs, and, you know, I'm willing to take that hit just for the sole purpose of not going crazy right now. You know, honestly, if I tried to make videos every single day, I would go crazy on Call of Duty at least. So I'm not going to do that. Let's get into the topics today. There's a couple, like I said, it's kind of a weekly update. I want to talk about the Godzilla event. Obviously, you can tell from the thumbnail, as well as something else first here from Ralph's Valve. I don't think I talked about this, but in the case that I didn't, let's talk about it again right here. Boom, on your screen here is a tweet from Ralph's Valve. He goes, as the future for Call of Duty becomes more hazy, Activision have essentially decided to temporarily place Sledgehammer Games as a fragmentary support studio. That applies to both premium and non-premium titles, which essentially means they have been kicked off of the grand stage, right? Those of you guys know Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer. Those are the three main titles for multiplayer games. And then we have like Raven Software working on Warzone over there. So there's three years for three games, and it's just cycles, right? It's always Modern Warfare, then Black Ops, then whatever the hell Sledgehammer is going to decide to do this year. Usually it's like a World War II shooter for some reason, even though that's not retired or anything. Anyway, when I first saw this, I thought it was cool, you know? Like, I don't hate Sledgehammer Games. I think that it's good to have three cycles, three developers, so that you actually have like time to breathe as a developer as well. But unfortunately, Sledgehammer Games was letting the ball down a lot, right? Not only in terms of gameplay, but just functionality. Like, I feel like that was such a huge, bigger issue than like pure gameplay or map design in Vanguard, because I can live with a lot of the decisions they did with like time to kill or map design or weapon balance. You know, like I can kind of live with it. It's not flawless and it never will be in COD, but I can live with a majority of it. I think what was more so annoying is you spend half your time playing in the lobby. You spend your time walking, you can't join on friends, you can't inspect your weapon, like just so many bugs and glitches, and just like, you know, server snapshot error, your camo's not tracking. Like, just make the game function at the very minimum. Like, it's a shock now to the point where we get AAA titles and people are like surprised that, hey, it works, this feature works, that feature like works. Like, we're surprised now. One of the cool things that Halo Infinite did right, and I say cool very loosely, is the fact that the game worked. Battlefield 2042 was a joke. Vanguard, I don't need to say anything about that. So, I mean, like, it goes without saying that, hey, if there's three shooters coming out this year and one works, that's the bare minimum now in shooters in 2022. I mean, what do you expect, right? Of course, that game's gonna be given a lot of praise. And it's kind of funny now how like the hype died down because there's no content, there's no new content. I think that there's like a battle royale coming to that game, but like who cares, right? We have enough battle royales. We got Apex, Fortnite, Warzone. We don't really need another one. I feel like people will play it for a bit, and I feel like the hardcore Halo people will love it, but like that's it, you know? Like, who is really gonna like switch from whatever they're doing? Anyway, what Ralph's Valve actually continues on with, because this dude responds to him, he goes, that doesn't answer the question. Modern Warfare 22, Treyarch 24, what 26, and Infinity Ward 28. And he goes, Sledgehammer Games are still expected for a premium release in 2026. And, you know, I think it's funny because it just doesn't make any sense. He just said that they temporarily place Sledgehammer as a fragmentary support studio. So like, how are you saying the same, like, how are you typing different things in the same tweet thread, right? It doesn't make any sense. Again, I don't like hate Sledgehammer Games. I don't want people to like lose their jobs, but at the same time, if I'm gonna buy your game, if you're expecting me to spend microtransactions on your game, you gotta at least make sure the game works. Like, come on, bro. Like, I still can't inspect my weapon. I still can't join on friends. So many just unnecessary glitches, so many things that are like, they're wrong for no reason, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Honestly, like, along with not making sense, how is Sledgehammer's game still expected for a premium release in 2026? This is 4 years away. Honestly, I don't know if I buy this information from Ralph's Valve. I think this is what he knows, but I don't think, like, I think this is what he's heard, but I don't think this is like for sure what's happening and like what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't think so, at least. Let me know in the comment section down below, like, are you guys done with Sledgehammer Games? Like, if they make another COD, are you gonna buy it? Are you gonna play it? Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna buy the next Sledgehammer Games COD on release. Like, I mean, like, we're getting CODs every 2 years now, so like it's clear that we're gonna be trained and conditioned to make sure that CODs last longer than a year, which is cool. We're probably gonna get a lot more content, which is really nice. And so I feel like with that addition, I feel like we're okay to not play the next Sledgehammer Games, especially because Modern Warfare 2 and Treyarch's title will be coming out after, or, you know, before it. And honestly, I'd play both those titles before Vanguard right now. I'd play Modern Warfare and Cold War. As bad as Cold War is, there's no shot Treyarch making a game worse than Cold War next. So I'm excited for Treyarch's next game. Modern Warfare 2, I'm like iffy about it. We'll see what happens, but that's what I wanted to cover for the majority of the video. The other thing I want to talk about is this whole Godzilla thing. It's like, what is happening, right? Warzone Season 3, I call it Warzone Season 3 because, like, who cares about Vanguard anymore, right? We're going to get some sniper nerfs. We're going to get some new weapons that you're going to forget about. And we're going to get Godzilla. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to be. There's probably going to be some kind of Godzilla skins or maybe some characters from the movie. I can't lie to you guys. I did not see any Godzilla movies. Scratch that. I saw one Godzilla. I saw the King of the Monsters one, I think. It's not the one where he fights King Kong, but it's like one of the ones leading up to it. I guess that he's probably going to be like in the middle of the map or something like that. Maybe like he'll spray something in the air with his like blue fire from his mouth. I think that's what he does, right? So I mean, it's cool, I guess. Like, it's innovative, but it doesn't fit Call of Duty, right? It's not from World War II. I get that it's like maybe thematically correct in terms of like the time period, the history. I get that aspect of it, but I don't know. Like, it doesn't excite me. You know, even if I was a Godzilla fan, I just feel like Call of Duty doesn't know what the community wants. I feel like they're just so out of touch, right? Like, keep in mind, like, you know, one of the main things I can remember is like the loadout change, right? They changed the loadouts for no reason. Nobody liked it, right? Nobody kept playing Warzone and was like, oh, this is such a good change. I can't get my loadout right away. Nobody said that. And then eventually, after like months and months of people complaining, they finally switched it, and Swag had to get like a tattoo on his butt or something. Whatever that was about. Anyway, dude, I don't know, man. Vanguard is just so uninteresting. I literally will hop on, like, play with people who are like going for atomic, play with people who are like, you know, trying to level up a new gun, and I can't bring myself to like finish. And if I do finish a game, like, that's it. It's just so unenjoyable, so boring, so monotonous, so dull that I just can't bring myself to play it. I feel like I describe Vanguard as like a safe game, right? Like, it doesn't take any risks. It doesn't expand the boundaries. It doesn't make you think. It doesn't challenge you. It's just a very straightforward shooter. The maps are they're fine, right? The weapons are fine. The time to kill is fine. Everything's just fine. Nothing's broken. Nothing's bonkers broken or really good or really busted. And again, that's fine, but I feel like the titles that you and I remember are the ones where things are broken, right? Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Dead Man's Hand, Black Ops 1, Final Stand. Like, you remember these COD games because things are broken, things are OP. And I'm not saying things should be, but it's just something to remember the game by. I feel like aside from the Whitley, I don't hear anyone talking about anything in this game anymore. And maybe that's just because the game's lifespan is like probably the shortest lifespan a COD has ever had, but maybe it's just because nobody cares about the game anymore. Nobody wants to play it, and I really don't blame people for that. So anyway, man, that was just kind of like a mosh pit of a couple of stories here on the channel. Stuff I missed in the past week of Call of Duty, so hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I know it was very ranty, but hey man, what do you expect? We're in the very, very slow days of Call of Duty here. I'm hoping that we get some Modern Warfare 2 news. I think we're getting some like April 30th or so maybe around May we'll finally start getting some teasers and finally start be able to build excitement for the next COD. I'm hoping that's the case. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And again, thanks so much for watching. Have a great week ahead of you, and I'll see you guys on Thursday for the next video. Peace out.